it in place with an EP screw. Okay, so we'll do that. Whoa, stay. So the lubrication pump it's talking about is that right there. So we need to get that out. Which I got it out. Put that bag over there to the side. We don't need it. So now we got to take this lubrication pump. We got to flip the engine assembly over. Let me get you focused here in a minute. Move this engine. You see that key-shaped hole right there? That's where this is going to insert. So first, before that, I'm making sure that I've gotten all of this where it needs to be. Then I'm going to insert this, taking care and watching that I do not snap. You want to make sure of this when you put this down. You want to make sure that this is not going to touch that pipe and snap that pipe. So take your time with it. Just like that. And you can see from back here, let me try to get you a good example. You see that little elbow pipe there sticking out? Let me tilt you up. And I get the tweezers and I point at it. Now, you see this little elbow pipe right here that we stuck on the thrust block? That thing came a hair from hitting that. And when I turn it, whoops. And when I turn it up, you can see that elbow pipe right there. So making sure that that's all the way down to the floor, which it is, we are now going to secure that in place with an FP screw. That would be basically not no more EPs. We're done with the EPs now, so we'll seal this bag. We are going to go FP, which is basically the black screws that they provided you with. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this bag. Just give me a few seconds here. I'm fighting with a bag. Come on, open up. I'm going to have to use the tweezers on this little sucker. He wants to be stubborn. Let's see here if I can find you. I've got you. Nope. Do I? I don't know. Yeah, I do. I got it. Come on, tweezers, grip. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to take my screwdriver, feed it into the bag to grab the screw I need, while grabbing the other screw, making sure it don't come out with it. And then we're going to place this little screw into the screwdriver. Let me zoom you out a bit. I'm going to flip the assembly over and try to make sure I try to get this in camera. I'm going to hold it with my hand. Yeah, I got it in camera. Basically, that right there is where we're going. So, taking it and taking our time. Not going too fast with it. Let me make sure I'm getting it. Yeah. This screw's got to go quite deep inside that piece of plastic. So take your time with it. Which I can feel it already trying to do its little wanting to turn thing. I'm going to get it up here closer to me where I can see what I'm doing. Because it is trying to threaten to turn. There we go. And with that, we have the black screw in place. Now we have it like that, which you can see it did turn on me. So, trying to Straighten that little sucker out. Boy, you stubborn little critter, ain't you? Let me loosen her back up a bit. Guess I should have paid attention to that. See how it got on her crooked? Let me try to unloosen her some more. Yeah, there it's straight. You got to keep it straight like that. That's not going to be easy, because this sucker wants to turn. Stay. Stay, you little evil piece. There we go. Now we got it on there straight. That was not easy. Okay, let me read our next part to do. Above right. The details 32F and 32I fit into holes in the floor next to the pump above and right glue in place. Okay. So first up is 32F. That is a tiny piece. So sealing this bag that has the extra screw. We now need this bag. We need that little tiny sucker right there. And that sucker is tiny. That's 32F. So let me get it out. Now that 32F is going to go into the engine room floor right there. And the D-shaped hole is facing up. So I got to make sure that when I put this in, the D-shaped hole is facing up, which it's so small I can't see it. Holy moly. I can't see. I'll try to use the camera. Okay, I got you. So let me get my tweezers. Then I'm going to get the Loctite Ultra Gel Control. Got it. Now I'm going to try to insert it into that hole. Wish me luck. I don't think I did. Yeah, I got it. Okay, that little tiny detail is now in there. Then our last detail is going to be a long pipe, which will basically insert that. We'll notice two more details are going here. I'm noticing now we're missing another detail. So 32I. That's the pipe. Basically, we have these two left. We have the long straight one left, and we have the pipe left. We're working on the pipe with the gauges. So, I'm going to get it out. Set it down there a minute. Okay. So this pipe is going to go in that hole right there. And for that, we're going to need, again, Loctite Power Gel to insert it onto the peg at the bottom. Taking our tweezers, getting it in camera, and I'm going to insert that pipe. Grabbed it by a bad place. Okay, grab it from back there. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, it's best to grab it by the pressure gauge like I just did and press it down. Making sure that was straight. Like that. So we got that in there now. Now our last piece. And that is this piece. So let me look here. Yeah, 32 I fit into holes in the floor next to the pump above, right, glue in place. That's the one we just now did. So step 11, last step. The last detail, 32O, fits in the hole in the floor beside the thrust block, glue in place. So I'm working on getting this bag open now. Wish we got another stubborn bag. Okay. Got it. Taking my tweezers to fish out the part. So this last piece, there is one last hole right there. That's where this last piece is going to go. So looking at it, there's a D-shaped hole right there. So I'm going to put some Loctite on the D-shaped hole, or the D-shaped peg, and then I'm going to look at it. So the D-shaped peg is facing what way? Towards the engine. So making sure that it's facing towards the engine. And I'm going to insert that part right there. And that right there completes the assembly of issue 32. So let me set this down a minute. Let me zoom you out. We'll have a look at this. So we have that much of the detail now of the engine room floor done, which looks awesome. Everything went together straight like I wanted. Nothing went together no crooked, so I'm happy. And our first engine is right here, so I know for a fact you can take this and insert this, so I'm going to try to do this, but this is going to be kind of hard because you got to watch out for that pipe. That pipe right there, you got to watch out for it. So moving the engine forward, pulling this pipe. Ay, ay, ay. How in the world do they expect you to do that? That ain't easy. Pulling it back. If we would have the engine to fall into place, there we go. Just like that. Okay. I need to use your all's eyes to see this. This is small. Focus. Anyway, we got that. There's a hole there on that engine where that little pipe goes in, which I see it there. Like that. Like that right there. And then we should still be able to turn the engine. Yep, we're turning. So let me zoom you out. So here we go. We got issue 32 complete now. And you can see my engine is still turning. I got no problems out of it. And we'll go the other way. Tilted forward a little bit. I got hung up in that gangway back there. There we go. But yeah, you can see there we got all kinds of detail in this thing now. I'm happy. And then we'll put our second engine onto the engine room floor, which don't have any detail on it yet. That'll be coming in the next issue. But that right there is how much of the engine room we have done now. You can see we got our first pumps down to the floor. We got our first thrust block down to the engine room floor. We got our first engine fully fitted with all the pipes and the gangways and the reversing brake. And I will show you what is to come next Friday. So let me just get this, okay. Let me get you here, tilt you up. And I'll show you what we got to do next Friday. So coming next Friday, let me zoom you out. Alright, so coming next Friday, we have pipes for the second engine, which we're going to be going to the second engine. We're going to be, you know, doing the gangways, putting them on again and stuff like that, which I've already done. You've already seen me do the video of that to get those out of the way. And then going to the next page, we're going to be doing the other auxiliary engine for the second engine. We're going to be putting more pipes onto the second engine. Basically, it's all a repeat of what we did with the first engine. And then we're going to be putting the turn wheel onto the second engine. That pipe on there. More pipes. And then the last page is going to be the other vapor separator. And then we'll be done with that. So, yeah. We're doing pretty good in their build now. I'm happy to see this part done now. Let me read the last part of the book on the last one. Completed work. Details have been fitted to the port reciprocating engine. 2 pumps have been fitted on either side of the thrust block. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and you all stay safe, and I will see you guys next Friday for issue 33. But until then, y'all have a blessed one, and when I come back, we'll be going over more McDonald's toys. But until then, goodbye.